What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back again with a quick review, or say quick review. With me, it could go either way. Um, but as of today, it's Thursday, the 31st of July. Don't know why I decided to drink my water during that, but and the Tuesday just gone, I went to watch the Fantastic Four film. I just realised I think my camera's slightly wonky. I do apologise, but this was an impromptu thing. I thought, fuck it, I'll put my 2 cents, as I'm British, my 2 pence out there. And I'll try and sort of not do too many spoilers because it's still early days and it's unfair if people haven't watched it. So I'm going to sort of do what I can, sort of give you guys enough information upon the film and my thoughts behind it without getting into spoiler territories. Now, this is the second. It's strange because normally I've not been to the cinema in years, but this year I've gone twice with my mate Matt. We watched Thunderbolts and sort of did this. I think he's seen the Superman film. Um, me personally, I was more interested in this than the Superman, personally. But it's as a whole, I personally think it's the best Fantastic Four film. I know we've had sort of not stellar films. I know we had these sort of Jessica Alba ones years ago, which the fact that I class it as Jessica Alba films clearly shows the only thing I can remember them films is Jessica Alba. Which, and then we had the sort of one that was like about 10 or so years ago, more dark, gritty type FF film. And now sort of this. I know we had the one in like the 70s or 80s, 80s or 90s, whatever it was. But yeah, I'm not trying to avoid that one. But it's as a whole, I enjoyed the film. I loved. I know people have been sort of, from what I've seen, when people talk about the film prior to actually watching it, the demo trailers, they sort of moan about how Shia LaBeouf looks. Not moaning about, sort of commenting how she looks weird. Me personally had no problem. A mate of mine, when I said to a mate of mine before watching the film, most people, when you go watch a film and say, "Oh, I'm going to watch this film," most people will be like, "Oh, enjoy yourself, have fun, let me know what it's like." My mate, knowing me, his first reaction was, "No jerking off to Silver Surfer." Even Matt, when Sharon screamed, Matt went, "Calm, like, control yourself." So clearly people have no faith in me. But I loved, you got, for me, you got enough of her to appreciate the character, but not too much where you think, "Oh, get off the screen," sort of thing. It was, for me, you got enough. I think you got enough. I think where if you keep it like that, where it's if you do use her again, just enough where it's not overbearing, I think you'll be fine. Um, I, the one thing I've said prior to seeing this film was I felt bad for the original actor who played Silver Surfer. I forget his name, but it's been in like a shit ton of things. He was Saru in Star Trek Discovery. The person who plays him was the original Silver Surfer in just other films. I genuinely feel bad for him. Pardon me. Because he technically had a 3 movie contract, but you only got 2. So going by his contract, this should have been his film. Um, so I do kind of feel bad for him. Um, but I'm quite glad we got a sort of variation on the sort of Silver Surfer sort of character. Galacta, sorry. Visually, I felt he very comic book accurate. There's a few times with a few people when you actually see him on screen. We first see him like properly on screen when the Fantastic Four are talking to him. You can sort of see his scowl, which I really appreciated. I feel like he could have been a bigger threat than he was. I want to say he weren't a big threat or a big deal. I feel like he could have been a little bit more. For me, but what we got, I'm happy with the actual Fantastic Four character casting themselves. Yeah, Pascal as Frank Reed. So I swear to God, he don't say no to any contracts. Like, you can do like a contract for a low budget porn film. I guarantee he'll fucking do it. He. Generally speaking, I always think at times I do feel like he's punching above his weight in his marriage, but I think more so not in this. He was just bland. Good character, I think, good for what he needed him, but in the marriage I thought it was a bit bland. So I thought it was perfectly casted. Joseph Quinn as Johnny. I loved him as a character. I loved him. It was him. I don't know, him and Silver and Shadowball, and yet I forget his name, but he's in the Bell. That's the one thing I keep going back to, is him in the Bell as the thing. I thought, me personally, as it stands right now, I thought they were fantastic. It was a fantastic cast, perfectly casted for me. But also, I just loved the 60s dynamic, 60s world feel. I don't know how they're going to fit that into. This one of the movies is you're going to see them in Avengers Doomsday. I don't really know how. We don't know where the Avengers are going to be set. So I don't know how that's going to fit in. I don't know. But overall, I enjoyed it. I would recommend. I would, if I had the opportunity, I would go back and watch it again. The only complaint I had actually weren't with the film, was with the cinema. The view. I don't know if it was them or the reel they got or whatever. It had subtitles for no reason. Why? So really, the plans I got ain't with the film. It's about the cinema. But yeah, overall I'll go back to it. I'll watch the plane. But yeah, I hope you guys have seen it. Yeah, if you haven't, please let me know what you think. If you haven't, will you, sort of thing. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And yeah, hope to speak to you guys soon. And ciao for now.